Everyone, welcome back to Distributed Generation and Smart Grid Lecture Series. So, in this video, we continue the discussion on cloud computing application in Smart Grid. Uh, Three levels of services are offered to Smart Grid by cloud computing. So, these services can be categorized as cloud service, cloud software as a service, SaaS, software as a service, then cloud platform as a service, that is PaaS, and cloud infrastructure as a service, IaaS. So, devices and other utilities such as operating system, storage devices, and database are deployed on a cloud platform and are presented as a smart grid services according to the demand from the customers. So the service provider or cloud service provider provides the cloud service as either software as service or a platform itself as a service and infrastructure as service. So, service model of cloud computing. Here, uh, you can see a software. When we discuss about the software as service, so software is provided by cloud. One of the example is, if simple example is Gmail. So it is provided by Google. So it is everything in the Gmail is stored and you can access at any time with using internet, but it is stored in cloud. Cloud means the location, the customer have no idea about the location of the storage location. So that is a software as a service. So one to many application delivery to customer can be provided as a software as service model. So in this type of software as service like Gmail, whenever we comes into the smart grid, it will be a different software. So but when the cloud service provider providing the service as software, this means that only the smart grid customers can access the service that is installed on the utilities hardware uh, uh, by using the internet connection. So we cannot we have the access on it, but we cannot modify or anything. Nothing we can do on it. But the smart grid customer can access the service that is installed on the utilities hardware. So the customers get permission to access the services by using their software license, and therefore they pay for each service that is used. So in this way, only authorized users can access the service through their installed application program interfaces. So this provides the security, reliability, and efficiency to the smart grid systems. But thing is that the whatever the things provided by cloud service provider as a software, you can access that software by using some credential, but you cannot modify or change it. So through installed application program interface like Google, you can access the Gmail. So likewise, you can access the software using your credential. Then another type of services provided is platform as service. Platform as service, service to the provider or a cloud service provider provides the development environment itself. It provides the platform. So the platform is provided. So some of the smart grid utilities can use this model if they do not want to invest in the environment, or a particular, they don't want to invest in a particular software, but they need to create their own way. So the platform is provided by cloud service provider. So the applications can be developed on that platform, and they can the smart grid utilities can be utilized that applications for their essence of the customers. So likewise, Android is a platform. Android is a platform service, so we can develop your own applications in Android. So likewise, platform is provided, or the development environment is provided by cloud service provider. The next one is infrastructure as service. So in this particular service or model, infrastructure can be offered as a service by cloud computing to the smart grid utilities. So cloud computing platforms can share or devote the infrastructure to the smart grid utilities who pay for their hardware usage. So CSP or cloud service providers providing the infrastructure only. Computational and storage capabilities are provided by this model. So the service provider will give the computational support and also storage support. So the smart grid can be smart grid itself can be utilize that infrastructure to develop their own platform and software. So infrastructure as service can run smart grid application that need high performance by you can handle the various works. So using this type of service or infrastructure as service, using this model, we can it can be efficient. Smart grid utilities can be more efficient. You can increase the performance of infrastructure as service. They can utilize their own. They can develop their own platform and softwares. So these are the three different types of services: infrastructure as service, and platform as service, and software as services provided by a cloud service provider. So here I have shown some of the you can see some of the examples. Software as service. Very simple example is when you are using a Google. You can use Google Documents. Google Documents is a software that is provided by cloud service provider Google, and you can utilize the Google Documents, but you don't know whether how the software is working, or how they are the storage location of the documents. Those things are in cloud. Then Gmail, etc. are the example for software as service. Platform as service is giving the developing environment only. Google App Engine, Microsoft Azure, or another Android, etc. Platform as service. Then infrastructure as service, the service provider only giving technical and computational support only. So all other things, platform and software, need to be developed by the utility. So in this infrastructure as service, system administration only carried out by a cloud service provider. So here you can see some of the providers. Infrastructure as service is provided by Amazon Web Service, Citrix, IBM Smart Cloud, etc. Then platforms are provided by Google, Windows, Azure, etc. Salesforce. Then software as service is provided by various Google Apps, Salesforce CRM, Microsoft Dynamic CRM, etc. So these are some of the service providers in different models. So you can see in this particular slide what all the things provided when we are going for infrastructure as service, or platform as service, or software as service. So suppose if we are purchasing a hardware or a an external hardware in order to store everything, then that is known as the on premise. So everything is in your premise only: application, runtime, middleware, operating system, virtualization, server, storage, network. Everything is managed by that particular team. If it is a smart grid utility, everything is provided by them. Then the external everything, the hardware itself, they need to install. But when we are going for a cloud computing, if the model is infrastructure as service, then you can see the blue blocks are managed by you, and red one managed by the vendor. So you can see infrastructure as service, applications, data, runtime, middleware, operating systems are managed by the utility itself. Then virtualization, server, storage, and networking are by the providers. Then platform as service, applications and data are managed by the customers or smart grid utility, and all other things, runtime, middleware, operating systems, networking, so everything is by cloud service provider. Then software as service, everything is provided as per the application program interface of cloud service provider. We don't have any function, anything we can do on that. Nothing can be do on software. You can utilize or access the software by using some credential only. So that is the difference between all these models. And you can see cloud deployment models, or what are the different types of clouds. Here you can see that cloud service offers different deployment models for the implementation of smart grids